What's going on, baby? We're back. Moshi Cats, Wyatt man. He's back. He's live. What's going on? Alrighty. Let's get things squared away. How's everybody doing? On some type of shit you wouldn't understand. Need the money, yeah, put it in my hand. Need a bad bitch, yeah, I need a 10. Type of shit you wouldn't get. Me and Bo, this is big as it gets. What's going on, gang? All right, we're here. UFC 316 press conference. Very nice, very nice. They did the 314 yesterday. We had weigh-ins today. Gene Silva almost missed weight. Fantastic. Will Bryce get the sub? Dude, I'm telling you, I'm leaning Bryce in this fight. I picked Bryce in my video, too. I'm telling you guys, Bryce Mitchell is going to sub Gene Silva like in the first round. Dude, why do we have to have... Never mind, I won't say it on stream. I think I bet too much on this card. Oh, dude, how much did you bet? It's a fun card. It's a fun card. Better be an insane night. I think it will, my friend. You intend... Somebody just left a comment for me. Oh, my God. Why didn't you come to Miami? I ain't got the money to go to Miami right now, bucko. Oh, my God. No way. This is... Okay. Get out of here. Sometimes you have to politely tell someone to fuck off. All right. Why didn't you come to Miami? Broke. That's why. Fight Society, man. Bro convinced Dana to book Merab versus Sean too. I did do that. I said, Dana, listen, there's business to be had, and it does not involve Peter Yan and Merab. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Not Davis and Figueiredo. Who else? Who could fight for the belt right now at 135? Like, who's even not coming off of a loss at 135? Okay. O'Malley got the rematch. Jan's going to fight Umar, I'm thinking. Yeah, I mean, like, if you look at it, Corey Sandhagen needs a win. Figueiredo needs one more win. Song Yadong can't get a title shot off of the freaking Henry Cejudo eye poke or whatever it was in Seattle that I was at. Rob Font, no. Cheeto, no. It literally was only Sean O'Malley or Peter Yan, and I don't think that they care to do Peter Yan versus Merab right now, at least. I'm real tempted to make an all dogs go to heaven parlay. Dude, hey, dude. Bryce Mitchell cooked at the 314 press conference, I swear. Bryce Mitchell cooked. That I put a lot of dogs down in my day. No, wait, that's too Texas. That's too Texan. I need to make it more like Southern. There's a lot of no. How does Bryce talk? There's a lot of dogs where I'm from. I put down a lot of dogs. No, that's too Texas. I got to get more Southern drawl. I'll tell you what, I put down a lot of dogs in my day. And the only thing they have in common is they squeal before they die. Type shit. Type shit. Guys, do me a favor, like the stream. Helps push it out to some more people as well. Also, somebody left a cool comment. Said, you and 10-7 MMA should have a show together. The two of you are great at what you're doing, and I bet you guys would have some great discussions. Let's see who 10-7 MMA is. You guys know who 10-7 MMA is? Lopez winning via meaty right hooks maxing. It could happen, but I'm thinking Volk decision. I'm thinking Volk decision, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'll reach out to him, please, and thank you. Maybe if I could find this guy while he's live, you know, that'd be sick. But honestly, I'm not taking Volk or Lopez. I think that if you think about it, there is so many. Who is 10-7 MMA? I don't know. I'm looking into him right now. 10-7 MMA. Okay. 1.7K subs. He's got a couple of pop-offs at he's got a couple of videos popping off. He's pretty similar to mine, where he goes like pop off, and then like flop, flop, flop. And then that's like literally exactly how my channel goes. I go, oh shit, I got 5K views. And I'm like, I got 5K views. I'm gonna drop, and this one's gonna be a banger. And it gets like 300 views. Just kind of how it goes. Volk looks ready. I think so. Cheddarhead, what's going on, brother? Cheddarhead. I put that cheese on his head. You know what I'm saying? Swiss cheese to whip. Sorry. I've been picking Volk the whole build-up, but I keep getting more worried about it each day. Yeah, here's my thing. Volk is a massive step up. I was talking about this when I streamed on like Tuesday. Volk, the greatest featherweight of all time, is a huge step up for Lopez. Like, it's a big step up from Dan Ige on literally the same day's notice, like 4 hours notice for Dan Ige. And also Brian Ortega, who's not like, I know he almost submitted Volk a couple times and that he's challenged for the title before, but Brian Ortega, who's like a top level featherweight, versus the best featherweight of all time in Volk. Like, this is such a massive step up in competition for Diego Lopez. I'm not saying he can't handle it, but I won't be surprised if he can't, you know? So 10-7 MMA, that 10-7 MMA is Josefa Kapadia, MMA superfan, and Justin Janes, professional MMA fighter. They just had John Morgan on their show, actually. How can I get John Morgan on my show? This left? Yeah. Lopez doesn't have the 5-round experience, and Volk has only lost to killers. Oh, Lopez, not Volk. Lopez does not have 5-round experience. I'm leaning Volk too, dude. I'm thinking Volk first 2 rounds. I'm thinking Volk gets the first 2 rounds by wrestling. And then like with heavy grappling, top control, being safe, you know? And let's keep in mind, he was in Ortega's guard. I have a hard time imagining that Diego Lopez has a more dangerous guard than Brian Ortega, or a more dangerous jiu-jitsu game. But Volk's going to win the first 2 rounds. We're going to be like, oh shit, 2-0 Volk. He's looking good. He's getting takedowns. He's keeping the distance, not taking damage. And then Volk up 2-0 is going to be like, I can strike with this guy. They say I tell you what, they thought I had no chin, huh? You had your chance, and now you're done. And he's going to test the striking. Lopez is going to crack him with a combo, and Volk's going to either like quickly drop to a knee or like get dropped to his butt and get up very quickly. And that's going to be like a sketchy moment where Lopez kind of turns the tide his way, where maybe Volk's kind of circling or trying to get some panic wrestling in to like get his wits back about him. Lopez is going to take 3 and 4. And then Volk's going to be like, come on, bro. Let's go. Wrestle. Defend this double leg, pussy. And then he's going to win the 5th and win 48-47. I could see a 49-46. I literally, as long as Volk doesn't get knocked out, he's going to win. I don't think he's going to get submitted, and I don't think he'll lose by decision. If he doesn't get knocked out, I think he's going to win. Lopez does not give championship vibes. Absolutely does not. We missed out on the Fight Society group stroke sesh at GFL LA. What a shame. Heavy loss. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like these fucking bitch asses at the GFL. I'm over here emailing them, trying to get media passes and all this shit saying, I want to help you guys grow. I'm an up and coming MMA YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get involved with you guys. I really think that what you guys are doing is cool. Like, can I please get involved? They don't respond for weeks. And then they email me and say, reach out to this person. And they're just giving me the fucking runaround. And then they cancel the fucking show. The first one. That's what happens. It's that Fight Society curse, bro. It's that Wyatt curse. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Drake curse. It's the Fight Society curse. You cross Fight Society, bad things happen. You know what I'm saying? Lucas Tracy hovermaxing. I think if Volk can survive the first 2, he's good. I agree. I was watching Lucas Tracy most dangerous grappler video. Very funny when Volk came up. Yeah, you just got to remember that YouTubers say certain things that they might not mean for the sake of generating engagement, like comments and stuff. That's why, if you guys have heard how Chael Sonnen fucks everybody's name up, that's on purpose. It's not him struggling with saying, yuck. But Volk has been really good at getting knocked out recently, though. Yo, what's up, Rocco Taco? What's going on? Would you call GFL a scam? No, I would not say that GFL was a scam. And I'll tell you why. Darren Owen, the guy that runs it or did run it, wherever they are right now, not really sure like where their, whatever is, but Darren Owen, the guy that was running it, the guy that goes on, he goes on Ariel's show all the time to talk about GFL. He was heavily involved in the executive side of World Series of Fighting, which got bought out and changed to PFL. But he was very heavily involved in World Series of Fighting, which is like where Justin Gaethje got his start. It was a serious promotion. And then he also ran a Canadian promotion. So actually that guy, Darren Owen, it's actually like his reputation in the MMA community that's kind of on the line here. That's why he's going to press really hard to make sure that they at least get one event off, because it's going to be like a huge egg on his face if he doesn't get a fight off, because he's actually established in MMA. He's not like Don Davis. Like Don Davis from PFL is not a sports guy or an MMA guy. He was early involved in like fucking, what was Don Davis? It was like PayPal, not PayPal. It was like LinkedIn or some shit. Let me see. No. like what was I gonna say? Here is it. Don Davis. Don Davis is not an MMA guy at all. That's why I think he's kind of finessing his way into like $1 million salary from the PFL for a few years until it goes under. Fuck, what was it? He was an early investor in like AOL. That's what it was. AOL.com, the old the email that used to be around. And then his investment firm that is called Revolution LLC, they are heavy investors. Like they were early investors in like DraftKings and shit like that. And Clear, the shit that you see at the airport. But see, like Don Davis, I would actually argue that he potentially is not actually trying to grow the PFL, but try to keep it alive long enough for him to get some big paydays for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, something like that. Because he's been a business guy. He's a TV guy too. He actually was involved with some sort of TV shit. And he, I would argue, is finessing the PFL in some ways. In my humble opinion, not knowing the inner workings of the PFL. That's how I'll say diplomatically. But from the outside looking in, that's what I think. But PFL is not a scam. No. I'm sorry. GFL is not a scam. This guy's actually, Darren Owens actively trying to get it off the ground. It's that he had some Silicon Valley investor that bailed, and then he went and got another tech bro, some like billionaire tech bro or 100 millionaire tech bro to be the sole investor. And that was the problem with GFL too. They were relying on one massive investor bringing in all the money, I'm pretty sure. They weren't like, oh, we have a pool of 100 investors that are each giving us $1 million or $500,000, and we have 50 million in capital to like grow this company. He was relying on one guy, and if one guy moves on, I mean, you're kind of dead in the water at that point if you only have one guy. So Volk fought scared against Ilya. Hope he doesn't do that this time. Yeah, he did. He fought like he was trying not to get knocked out. Diego, what's going on? Even Guru said it's hard to get fighter interviews. Yeah, these dudes don't fucking respond to DMs. I've emailed managers, emailed fighters, emailed or DM'd their fucking gyms and their YouTube producers. These dudes just don't respond half the time. But it just is what it is. They're busy, you know? But they just don't even respond. They don't even say no. But I do have 2 sick-ass collabs that I'm working on. I do have 2 super sick collabs. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Yair's becoming unlikable. He's one of my favorite fighters. Oh, shit, I don't have any water. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I'm not a huge Diego Lopes fan, so like I don't really care. I think their beef's entertaining. And if Lopes wins and Yair wins, they'll do Lopez versus Yair in the main event of that UFC 320 Noche UFC that's in Guadalajara in like September. If both Mexican, or I know Lopez is Brazilian, but if those 2 Mexican repping guys both win this weekend, they're going to be the main event of 320 in September, the Noche UFC, and then they'll do a Brandon Moreno co-main event. What is your pick for the next pay-per-view? Oh, Bilal JDM. I think I'm going to go JDM. Have you tried going straight to the GFL fighters? But yeah, they're kind of big, dude. Like Luke Rockhold and Tony Ferguson are like hard. They're like, you know, they have a lot of followers. They probably get 1 million notifications on Instagram and stuff like that. So I have tried, but it just sits in their inbox. I watched, or why do I have Leon in the background? Well, because that was one of the most iconic moments in recent UFC history, maybe ever. Watched one Lucas Tracy upload, and he ended it advertising his supplement brand in a cringy way. Never watched again. Really? So what's the like if I okay, so what is it about it? Is it that he had an ad at all? Like is it that he plugged an advertisement at all? Or is it the way that he did it? Because if it was just quirky and weird, that's usually just how people try to like get you to watch the ad. Because here's the thing. Ads are annoying. And seeing your favorite creator take, 1 minute out of a 15-minute video, like almost 10% of a video to plug something, it's annoying. And like, most people get annoyed and want to skip over it. But that is like the absolute best way for creators to make the most like possible money, like life-changing money, where, I mean, his is selling his own product, but brand deals and that type of stuff, that's the type of thing that'll like change your life to where you could like quit your day job and stuff like that. That and channel memberships. YouTube ad revenue is not really something you can rely on. It's almost just like a bonus. So it's mostly like channel memberships and brand deals is how you'll make like the most money. So I don't mind it. I know it's annoying when like 10% of a video is an ad. Like if it's a 15-minute video with a 2-minute ad, something like that, that is a little annoying, but it's all good. Just trying to make some bread. So, but that's what I was asking. Was it that it was an ad at all? Or was it the way he did the ad? The problem with the GFL is they signed some made guys who made UFC money. They probably demand upfront cash and are tougher to get to fight. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Sorry, I'm late. I just don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't either. And I'm just playing. Don't try to interview any sucker. Lopez is going to get flatlined. I don't think Lopez is going to get knocked out, but I could see him getting cooked though, like dominated. I saw a comment on, I could see Volk getting a like ground and pound TKO like he did on Yair. I saw a comment on the weigh-ins saying that Yair is an emotional lesbian. That's pretty funny. Leon fucking stays Diego. Yeah, that's right. This is a big moment, dude. I remember that moment. I literally remember screaming at the TV, going, fuck, Leon, Leon, don't let him bully you. No, but I was like, Leon, you gotta go, dude. You gotta do something. And like right there, he kicked his head off. I remember I tackled my brother. It was crazy. He put on a gym bro persona and said it will get you yoked. Did not mind the ad. You know what's crazy is Lucas Tracy actually is like a gym bro. He does like bodybuilding and shit. But yeah, no, I get you. Get you yoked. Is it on all of his videos or just one? Hold on. Actually, before that, I want to check these 10-7 MMA guys out. Dude, fucking John Morgan is general manager of Cage Fury Fight Championship in the East Coast. So he's like the Dana White. Dude, okay. Hold up. We got some things we need to work on here. Oh, but I do have some. Lucas sells his cookbook and merch. Oh, okay. Oh, it was right after Sean won the belt. Okay, gotcha. Hey, yo, 1 sec. I gotta get some water. 1 sec. Southside baby guys on my nose. I pour four, I'm sleeping. I pour four, I'm geeking. Hey. How much backlash will UFC get if they don't re-sign Bryce? He'll be fine. Yeah, he'll be fine. They're not going to not re-sign him. What do you mean? Is this his last fight on his contract? Everyone with me got 2 double O's. All right. Let's get to this press conference, eh? All right, enough with the ads, dude. I was just talking about ads, and now I was just talking about how ads aren't a big deal. All right. Okay, this is mad funny, though. Hold up. Look at what Merab's coming out in with literally Sean O'Malley in a Happy Dad hat that says Merab's son, and his hat says Sean's dad. That's so fucking funny. With the jacket he stole, too.
No signs of slowing down.
That's funny as fuck.
Signature winning title performance in January. Here is the UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Merab the Machine.
Dude, that is so funny.
What's up, guys? Thanks for coming out today. Who's got the first question?
I'll start with the champion, Merab, straight ahead. Before we get into the actual fight, I have to ask, you know,
It was Lucas Tracy's cookbook ad, and it was kind of cringe. Let me go find that. Hold up. Let me see what he plugs. I haven't watched a Lucas Tracy video in a long time. I feel like he kind of like, I know he still gets good views, but I feel like in some ways he just should have never done that like I'm retired shit, you know? Oh, no, I was just watching Lucas Tracy's ad real quick. That's all. Sorry.
wearing the jacket. It seems like you have a Sean doll with you. So I guess what prompted this attire and to bring that out?
Say one more time, please.
Just asking about the jacket and this doll that you brought out.
This is a little joke, of course, but
Lucas pulled the triple C. Yeah, dude, Lucas, not to bounce back and forth, but yeah, Lucas Tracy was like, he had this video where he was like, it's time for me to do something different in life. I've been passionate about fitness. He was passionate about fitness, and he wanted to start a brand. And so that's what he did. And then like 3 weeks later, he came, or not 3 weeks, but maybe like 2 months later, he came back with way less videos and no live streams and didn't acknowledge anything about it. He just started making videos again, but no live streams. So he doesn't have to answer questions, you know?
but I'm dead serious for this fight, you know. We all know Sean, he's a good fighter. He hits hard, I felt that, and he will make some adjustments, and he's gonna looking for finish, and it's gonna be a good fight.
And after you beat Umar, it seems like you could have had your pick with any contender in the bantamweight division. I think a lot of people were surprised that it was the rematch. So why was this the fight that you wanted against Sean O'Malley?
Like Sean said, he was injured. So let's see. Now he's saying he's gonna be.
You hear Schmitty? You hear Schmitty chanting? Dude, at least his friends care about him, you know? Like his friends are like, let's go sugar.
70% better. Actually, I wanna see that, and you know, it's not. I'm not looking this fight easy fight. You know, he hits hard. Only me and him, we felt inside the cage how fight. I was game. I have a good game plan.
No, we're not plugging your fucking ads. One sec. But yeah, Lucas did pull a triple C. Type shit. Smitty doing it so he can go to the next sugar party. I'm pretty sure Sean O'Malley pays him, dude. I'm pretty sure that Sean O'Malley pay all those guys they have around him. Sean O'Malley and Tim. At least because Schmitty works for him. There's one other guy called like War. Some shit like that. No, Warlike. That's what it was. If I'm saying it right. It's War, something like that. But he also is like part of their staff. And then they have like editors and stuff. So they have like people they pay. And Schmitty might be one of them. But I'm not sure what he contributes to the operation. You know what I'm saying?
Good. Now he's gonna make some adjustment, and he will have a different game plan. We all know he hits hard, he finishes people, and I gotta keep up hard work. It's actually hard, you know, fight same guy. It's my first rematch in professional career, so I gotta make sure I gotta keep up hard work, and we all see it's gonna be good fight for sure. He's gonna looking for finish. I'm gonna looking for finish, and we will see. Thank you, everyone.
A question for Sean, straight ahead. You know, you made it known that you were dealing with some injuries in that first fight, even especially after.
Shit, Schmitty should fight bare knuckle versus Ray Longo, dude. Could you imagine, fucking Schmitty? He did that. Have you guys seen Schmitty and that other guy fighting? It's that other friend they have. They were fighting in Sean's house. I'll find it after this, but we're watching the press conference, you know, type shit.
After the fight, I think fans expect you maybe in the fourth quarter of this year take some time off, like you said. So I guess physically, how are you feeling with all of these life changes that you've made?
He's like, I stopped gooning. I'm unbeatable now, you know?
Good. You know, when your other rematch that you've had against Chito Vera after the first fight, you had to wait several years to kind of prove that that was a fluke, and then you put on one of your best performances here in Miami. So I guess, how are you approaching this rematch with Merab, and what adjustments have you made that, you know, Merab has been alluding to?
Yeah, I'm very grateful to the UFC to give me a rematch so quick. You know, it's an excuse, call it what you want. I fought Merab with one leg. Like, I tore my hip 10 weeks before the fight, and
Longo would still win, you're right. Oh, damn, getting booed.
Final question for Dana. Dana, straight ahead. You know, like I said, Merab could have had his pick.
In my opinion, I'm going with Merab to get the UD. It's either Merab by unanimous decision or O'Malley by knockout. It's essentially the same thing as the first fight, you know?
Against any of these bantamweight contenders. So for you, why was this the fight that you felt should have been made?
This is the fight that people wanted to see. Except for these 6 guys over here. Go ahead.
Question for Julianna. Julianna, since Kayla came into the UFC,
No other options at 35. True. True. Everybody else needs one more win.
Do you think that was a fair assessment of her skills, or do you think maybe there is a little bit too much hype around her?
You know, I think that at the end of the day, it's very
Hear me out. Julianna Peña is low-key bad as fuck. Am I lying?
that she was ducking Chris Cyborg in the PFL. I don't know anyone that would pour in that much money to one specific.
Can I hire the video? Oh, yeah. My bad. Let me just turn my headphones down. Yeah, my bad. Here you go.
Person like Don Davis
Better?
to have her as the face of his brand, and then only for her to not forego her contract at the PFL. She was running from Chris Cyborg, everybody knows that, and of course because she had such a big name there, she was able to jump the line in front of all these other women that had put in so much time and effort into making this bantamweight division great. So do I understand it? Of course. The machine is a moneymaker. You know, if it don't make money, it don't make sense.
That's not true. She's literally the hardest fight right now. Whatever.
And at the end of the day, this fight makes sense, and that's why it's being done. But no.
Kayla, just curious about your response to those accusations and comments.
Listen, I'm not ducking anybody. I'm not running from anybody. I came to the UFC because it's the best organization in the world. And according to that, you should be the best fighter in the world.
She is attractive, but her Nunes slander makes me dislike her. Dang, are you a Nunes simp, bro? That's slanderous activity. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, she is kind of annoying, though.
And on June 7th, we're going to find out.
That's what they all say. That's what they all say.
Kayla, obviously the goal is to win the belt, but would it be a little bit sweeter to be able to win it off Julianna, considering the little bit of needle between you two?
Oh yeah, I'm getting paid to have fun right now. I'm getting paid to put an elbow right through her skull.
That's what she thinks, but at the end of the day, how are you going to beat me, Kayla? How are you going to beat me? You literally are going to be, first off, actually, I wanted to know, are you okay, honestly? Because I know that you have to, like, piss blood, spit blood in order to weight drain yourself, you weight bully, to make this division in the first place. This is
Yo, she's talking shit. Oh, wait. Kayla Harrison acted like calling her a weight bully was a controversial thing? What are we talking about here, man?
is going to be your first fight at 135 pounds. You don't get God making that extra pound from 137 to 136. You have to make 135.0, and it's the first time that you're in a 5-round, 25-minute fight in my world.
It's not the first time in a 5-round fight, sweetie. Do your homework.
Okay, do your homework. You're fighting a bunch of grandmas that are ready for the freaking wheelchair.
First I was ducking Cyborg. Now I was fighting grandmas. Which is it?
Pro to 5.
Hey, not gonna lie though, Julianna Peña, the way she talks, she kind of reminds me of, like, not as funny, but basically like female Chael. You know what I'm saying?
5 fights. Girls that have never ever fought again after they fought you.
Listen. You better thank God for that extra pound. You're gonna need every little thing you can to help you.
How are you
and
going
on
to
June
beat
7th,
Kayla? How are you going to beat me? You're going to lay on top of me for 25 minutes? Good luck. You're going to knock me out? You're going to knock me out? Good luck. I think we saw right there how you doing, Amanda. She wasn't able to knock me out. I have never seen you knock anybody out. You're going to knock me out? You're going to submit me? You're going to win in a dog fight? Good fucking luck.
Yo, this is getting me hyped for this fight, and this wasn't even a fight that I really cared about that much, to be honest.
Actually, that brings me on to my next question. I did notice Amanda Nunes was sitting down here. You know, there's a trilogy been discussed. Kayla, you and Amanda's always been discussed. Could the winner be the person to draw Amanda Nunes out of retirement for a massive
100%.
fight later this year?
Is that for me?
No, it's to Kayla and Julianna, but if you want to answer.
No, I'll answer that. At the end of the day, Amanda hates Kayla more than she hates me. That's a fact. She wants nothing to do with me, and she wants to fight Kayla. That's why she's sitting in the back, and as Dana said, she retired a little bit too early. She's waiting to see what happens, but she wants to fight Kayla more than she wants to fight me because she knows that that's a big freaking fight, and it's going to be a long night in the office, just like Kayla knows. That's why she's being a lot nicer than you guys have ever seen her before.
Another one for you, Julianna. In your first reign, you were not able.
David Banner, what's going on? But yeah, okay, so it absolutely 1000% is going to be Nunes that would, or Kayla Harrison that would bring Nunes out of retirement. She is not coming back for, she's not coming back for Julianna Peña, you know? What's going on, David Banner? Fight Society is for the people. That's right. Always will be.
Able to get a title defense. If you're able to defend the belt this time around against someone of Kayla's stature, would this make it a more satisfying title reign this time around?
At the end of the day, I'm just out here to do my job. It's not the first time I fought a gold medalist. The last time I fought a...
Do you guys remember when Kayla was in the crowd during her last defense? Yeah, I do, actually. Yeah, she wasn't in the... Are you talking about... Nunes' last defense? I was going to say Kayla was backstage when Peña ducked her. That was the co-main event to Pereira Roundtree, I think, right? I'm pretty sure. For real, especially how their second fight played out, it's going to be another beating. I should go to BJJ tonight, but it's a pain to get in the car. Fucking go, dude. I'm going to jiu-jitsu after the stream. Hello, NPC. Have to, bro. Have to. It's a pain to sit down and waste your time as well. That's right, dude. That's what we do. We encourage each other. Got to work out. Dude, because I'm an MMA coach now, too, for like fighters and for non-fighters, like people trying to just get in better shape and stuff at a gym I work at now. And I'm telling you, dude, it is eat good food, like eat right, have enough protein, sleep for 7 to 8 hours, 7 to 9, depending on how much you like, but no less than 7, and drink a lot of water. Those 4 things will fucking extend your life exponentially. Like just those things. And think about too, dude, you don't want to be old. You don't want to be old and be like, oh fuck, I can't get out of my chair or something. You got to train, dude. If you don't move it, you're going to lose it. Peña wants Nunes, but said Kayla can bring her out of retirement. Yeah, I know. It's kind of confusing. I need to quit smoking weed as well. I'm a 10th planet blue belt. Okay, here's the thing, man. You don't have to not smoke weed, you know? You don't have to not smoke weed. Like, I smoke weed. But you definitely can't smoke all the time. You definitely can't smoke before you get things done. If you're going to smoke weed, dude, I'm telling you, end of the day, when you have that time to yourself, Wyatt, if you didn't see it, okay, I was gonna say, at the end of the day, after jiu-jitsu, when you're gonna play video games or chill, whatever you're doing at the end of the night, that's when you can smoke weed. Do not smoke weed in the morning. Do not smoke weed in the afternoon. Wait till the end of the day. It's the most productive way. You'll make the best health choices. You'll make the best eating choices. And also, it's like I've been through those phases where I smoke all time. I've been through those phases where I'm like smoking all the time, and it's not like good, you know? You just feel like you're not present in your own life sometimes. Hey, Wyatt, if you didn't see it, the UFC put out a piece on the Fight Nerds with Brendan Fitzgerald hosting. He went down to Brazil, and it has interviews with Silva, Caio, and Prates. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. I'm doing the Fighting Nerds video, but I thought that there was too much. It's actually like half done, but I definitely thought that basically I was going to say like, I was going to wait. I'm waiting till the Prates and Ian Gary fight week to drop it because I felt like the news cycle was way too flooded with this really big pay-per-view already. Like, I feel like if I was to do a Fighting Nerds piece right now, it would get kind of lost in the shuffle in some ways. That's good advice. I need to quit to get an EMT job. I'm self-employed at the moment, so I'm smoking a lot. Oh, okay. Well, just don't be like, just don't let it dominate your life. As long as you're not like letting it dominate your life, you're fine. Oh, I see. Brendan, it was with John Gooden. Was it this right here? 48 minutes long. Oh, dude, I'm going to farm the fuck out of that video for clips. It's on UFC Fight Pass's YouTube. But, yeah, up close with John Gooden, Fighting Nerds. I am going to fucking farm that video for clips, dude. Thank you. I'll fucking credit you. I'll credit you at the end of the video, dog. Hold on. Where's the Fighting Nerds? Fighting Nerds video. There we go. You've been heavily involved in the lead up to that video dropping. So I'll credit you at the end of it, dog. Yeah, Brendan Fitzgerald, John Gooden, they're all the same. They're like the ones without any like personality. They're the play-by-play guys. They're knocked off John Annex. But anyways, I like your videos. Hello, NPC. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much. I do my best to bring the best videos possible. This is what we do over here. We cook. Wasn't Morales versus Burns supposed to be on this Miami card? Yeah, it was, but they moved it to next month. They moved it to the JDM Bilal card. So as of right now, the JDM and Bilal card, UFC 315, is, I think it's a good card, right? Alexa Grasso and Natalia Silva's on that card. Okay. It's a great piece. Their team is super family oriented, and it's not just ones and twos. you can see a lot of guys have their wives and kids in the gym. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's how my gym is too. People bring their girlfriends and like wives and stuff to like watch when we have like sparring days and stuff. Okay, but the main card only has 4 fights right now. Oh no, for some reason they have Aldo Zahabi as the featured prelim. That's definitely going to be on the main card. So main event, Bilal JDM. Co-main, Shevchenko versus Manon Fior. Feature fight, Gilbert Burns is going to get absolutely fucking smoked by Miles Morales. Unfortunately, because I like Gilbert. Then you got Alexa Grasso, Natalia Silva. And then for right now, they have Aldo on the prelims, but I think they'll probably move him up to the main event. He's also fighting a Canadian. So yeah. But this card's a little light right now, especially for it being a month away. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is this all they're putting on the card? Bro, let me look at Tapology. Because the UFC website's always slow. I'm rooting for Prates to get the win, but Gary is still game. Yeah, I know he's good, but I think Ian Gary gets too comfortable on the front foot or on the back foot, and Prates is so forward heavy. I think he's going to back Ian Gary up against the cage and fucking take a hat, bro, with that left hand. Oh, Jessica Andrade against Jasmine Jasdavidius. And Benoit Saint-Denis and Joel Alvarez. That was the other one. That's going to be on the main card. They're going to put fucking Jose Aldo on the prelims. As sad as that is. But yeah, I knew there was a fight I was forgetting. It was Benoit Saint-Denis and Joel Alvarez. What's up, John Dong? Do you like horror movies? Yes. They talk about in that video that Kyle used to be a teacher. I didn't know that. I've actually seen people say that that's where the Fighting Nerds thing came from, because he was like a chemistry teacher or some shit like that. I said, hey, nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change what you done to me. Imagine your teacher with a neck tat. Oh, yeah, what's on his fucking neck? Is it Free Spirit or some shit? Or is that the one on his arm? Yeah, he does have Free Spirit on it. His throat has a Free Spirit, bro. That is sus as fuck. That's brutal. Who is his one loss? If you like space-related horror movies, watch Life 2017. Watched it a few days ago. Pretty good. For sure. I was really into the Sinister series and stuff like that. Who's his one loss? Dang, his second ever fight. Dude, I fuck with the Fighting Nerds though, because like Kyle Bahalio's like super, like seems super cool. Prates is like the chill degenerate. Mauricio Hoofy is kind of more like I love God and stuff like that. And then he's more like he's like religious Connor. And who else? And then Gene Silva's autistic. It's a perfect combo, bro. It's the Ed bunch. Type shit. Caveat. Watch Ganjiam Haunted Asylum. Scariest movie I've ever seen. Oh, I'm gonna take a picture of the chat real quick. There we go. I said, hey. I remember Hoofy said they got even more exciting members of Fighting Nerds. Yeah, there's this one guy. His name is like Icario Brito. Look him up. Let me find his name real quick. It's Icaro Brito. Is he signed already? Did the UFC sign him? No. Yeah. Peep this guy. Icario Brito. He has fighting nerds tattooed across his chest all crazy like that. They say this guy's the truth. I've seen his clips. I saw clips of this fight in LFA, and then I think maybe this one, and he was smoking some dude. All right, guys, I got to head to BJJ. I am off. I will stream on Sunday, guys. Enjoy the card tomorrow. I'll see you guys to discuss it on Sunday, all right? Peace out. Stay safe. Love y'all.